Sometimes comfort is the greatest danger. This is the story of an island where vultures had everything except what truly mattered. Once upon a time, a flock of vultures, tired, hungry, worn out from days of endless searching. Then suddenly, in the distance, they saw a green, shining island. It was calm, it was beautiful, it was paradise. The island was overflowing with food, fish along the shore, frogs in the ponds, and small creatures everywhere, and best of all, no predators. "This is heaven, a perfect place," cried one young vulture in delight. "Here, there is no hunting or fear, no flying, just resting and enjoying. Just food and rest, all we need. Let's stay here forever," they agreed. The others agreed. It felt like home. And slowly, as days passed by, something began to change around them. At first, they still flew around in the sky, but over time they wondered why bother. Food was plentiful on the ground. The sky no longer beckoned them to fly. Their wings grew weaker over the years. Their claws became dull from disuse. Their spirits became lazy and complacent. Life was easy, far too easy for them. They believed they had found freedom, but what they truly found was a cage of comfort. One old vulture watched silently. He had lived long enough to know the truth. He had seen the real world, and he was worried. One day he called all the vultures together, and he said, "This island is making us weak. We must go back to the jungle, back to the sky, back to the hunt. That's where real life is. That's where strength is built. Because if danger ever comes, none of you will survive. None of you will escape. Face the challenges. Together we are stronger. Rise and overcome." The young vultures laughed about their safety. "Look around you. There is no danger here. We are safe and there is no need to worry. Old one, you are just scared of the unknown." But the old vulture's eyes were sharp and wise. When the real test comes, you will not be ready. No one listened to the old vulture's wisdom, so one morning he spread his tired wings and flew, alone, into the vast and open sky. Months passed as time moved on. The seasons changed, bringing new life. The vultures grew fatter and slower. They laughed, ate, and slept all day. Life seemed perfect in their world, until one day a ship appeared. Strange men stepped off the vessel, and with them came cages of beasts. From those cages, leopards were freed. At first, the leopards roamed quietly. They hunted small animals with ease. They seemed harmless at the start, but unknown changes were coming soon. But soon they noticed. These vultures could no longer fly. Their wings, once powerful, once masters of the sky, were now useless. And then the horror began. The leopards pounced with great force. One by one the vultures fell prey. The vultures were hunted, torn apart. They tried to run, but it was in vain. Their claws were too dull to escape. They made desperate attempts to fly. Their wings failed them in the end. They thought they had paradise secured, but their paradise became their grave. Months have passed since the last time the old vulture returned to the island. What he saw broke his heart deeply. A quiet silence filled the air. Feathers were scattered across the ground. The smell of death lingered in the air. Everywhere he looked were dead vultures. His family and flock were completely gone. Finally, he found one young vulture, wounded, gasping, barely alive. What happened? With his last strength, we forgot how to fly. And with that, we forgot how to fight. And when the test came, we couldn't survive. I wish we had listened. And with that, the vulture closed his eyes forever. The old vulture sat in silence. The sky above was still blue. The wind was still blowing, but the wings that once ruled it lay broken and still on the ground. He had nothing left to say. Silence hung in the air. time passed quietly. And so, the story of the island teaches us something powerful. Sometimes the comfort zone is the most dangerous place. Comfort feels good. It feels safe. It feels like paradise. But slowly, silently, comfort steals our strength. It weakens our wings. It dulls our claws. It makes us forget who we really are. When life suddenly tests us, when danger appears, we find ourselves unprepared, unable to fight, and sometimes unable to survive. Discomfort is not your enemy. Struggle is not your enemy. Hardship is not your enemy. They are your training. They are your reminder. They are your teachers. As long as we keep facing challenges, we stay strong, we stay sharp. But the moment we settle for comfort, we begin to die slowly, long before our last breath. So ask yourself today, have you grown too comfortable? Are you forgetting how to fly? Are you letting your wings weaken without even realizing it? If this story touched you, pause for a moment, reflect, and if it opened your eyes, then share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because stories aren't just told, they are felt, and sometimes a story can save a life. Stay strong and face challenges head on. Stay sharp in your thoughts and actions. Never let comfort hold you back from soaring. Do not settle for comfort over growth. Embrace the challenge and push your limits. Every day is a new chance to rise higher. Keep moving forward. Never look back. Your potential is limitless. Take flight.
Yeah, it's the media tales, uncovering secrets, lifting the veil. Truths hidden in the shadows, we bring to light. One day we shine. And